Hello everybody and welcome back to some more Torslander IK in our FM19 Journeyman, and today we are here for the games against Lindome, GIF and AS Roma BK. Now, I'm probably butchering those names, let's not lie, but the more important thing is this is our first real test in the league. These are expected to finish top according to the season preview. Every team we've faced so far is expected to finish below us, so sort of in the bottom 4 or 5 places. So this is really our first true challenge, and it's going to be really interesting to see how we perform, because obviously we are doing quite well so far. 3 wins and 1 loss after 4 games. Not too bad at all, and it leaves us in 3rd position. So, the team is the same as last time out. We don't have Matson playing for us, unfortunately. He was a nice 12th man to have. But, other than that, it looks like we should be doing pretty well. And as you can see by the ratings here, so many are just so high, especially like 4 games in to have averages of 7.68 and 7.58. It's kind of really nice. I don't know. It's a nice change from Barrick. So we'll get the team submitted and get loading into this game. They're playing with a standard 4-4-2, which in theory shouldn't be too bad. Well, we have a bit of a report on him, but he doesn't look great, does he? If we're being honest, apparently he is great. Okay. Let's put my judgment aside and passionately say I expect nothing but a win. The usual reaction, I think it's safe to say. I don't know why I said I expect nothing but a win. They're top of the league. This is fast. Jacobson here. Pass it back to Courage. This is still the highlight from kickoff. It just hasn't faded out yet. But Salahu is on the ball. He's pushing forward. He's on a break. He strikes it. Goes over the bar. A very early chance from us. It's a shame he couldn't keep it on target. But it's not bad to see. Throw in then deep in our half. Give it to Skoog. Back to Fundel Ryberg. Can we try and work it forward? I mean, it's less funny when the stupid goals happen to you. Skoog to Fundel Ryberg with a wonderful through ball straight to Gren. Worrying. We're 1-0 down to Lindome GIF, and it's one of those. You can't really do much about that. But we are in possession here. It ricochets off of our player, though. Jepsen puts it forward. Gren on the ball. Can he strike? He can, but it goes over the bar. I think Asmar had that quite well covered, though. He is doing a decent job, Asmar. You can't really fault him too much. But silly goal aside, we've actually looked relatively okay here. They've had more chances than us, but we've not looked out of the game, and I think that's quite important. So let's go in there. I'm going to be quite assertive and say, show me something else. And they look motivated. I don't want to be aggressive because I think that'd just be a bit harsh to be mad at them for this. But to concede a goal like that, it's just frustrating because I feel like there's nothing we could have done to prepare, like, to compensate for that. I mean, it's a similar, I guess it sort of balances out Matson's own goal, but we do have a throw in next to the corner flag in their half. Jonathan Olsen on the ball, gives it to Anton Olsen. Can we find a forward pass, or are we going to have to rebuild? No, back to Froholm Lemborn. Anton Olsen, Jonathan Olsen. We're working it nicely, but can we get a ball in is the question. Avdiu to Salahu. Strikes, and it is in! Salahu with his 5th goal of the season. After 5 games, he's keeping that 1-to-1 ratio. It was very well worked. I love how patient and calm and collected we are on the ball. We don't try and force anything at all. It's just so patient. We wait for the perfect opportunity. And it slides through to Salahu. He taps it with his left. Dahlberg arguably should have done better there. It has to be said it was a poor goalkeeping attempt, but a very, very well-worked move to beat the defence. And 60 minutes in, I think it is time for a bit of a change here. Now, Avdiu, in general, is quite a weird player to manage. He's getting quite low ratings pretty consistently, but I don't actually feel he's playing badly. Also, I don't have the assists showing on here, which is annoying. But I think Avdiu will be the player to come off. I want to keep the more goal-scoring threat, I guess, of Froholm Lemborn on the pitch. And I'm just going to move this around like this, and you're going to go as a pressing forward on support. Try and win that ball back, try and turn it over. It's also just sort of what you play. But we're just going to do that. We're going to go with 2 strikers instead and bring the man who scored a lot in this, or in this tier, in this level of football in the past, Gustafsson. We're going to bring him on. And hopefully that can be what we need to take the lead in this game. Okay, so 82.5 minutes in. I'm going to do some shouts for a start. We're going to go for show some passion. All of... What have I just done? I don't use shouts very often. I want to start using them more. Actually, let's go with an encourage. There we go. Encourage. And is there a tactical change we want to make is the real question right now. Al Jafari's the big shout for me, to be honest. I think he could do something. Maybe in place of Anton Eriksson. Yeah, that looks okay. Okay, yeah, I'm going for that. I like the look of this. I'm hoping it can result in something. We obviously do have 5 substitutions. The difference is I truly believe our first 11 is our best 11, and I don't want to change that too much. This is worrying. Asmar's ball ricochets off of Skug, and we're trying to build from the back here. There are 2 minutes left to play. We cannot afford a mistake. Landhole pumps it forward. Salahu through on goal. He strikes. He puts us 2-1 up against the team predicted to finish top of the league. Salahu bags his second of the game to put us 2-1 up. It's a beautiful ball forward from Landholm. The highlights started very skeptically. Asmar's ball ricocheting off of Skug. But Landholm puts forward a brilliant ball. Salahu calmly beats the defence and places the shot beautifully into the bottom left-hand corner of the net to give us the lead extremely late into the game. And unless I'm mistaken, this is going to signify full-time. Jonathan Olsen, Fundal Ryberg are just going to keep the ball ticking over. And short of any last-minute things, no, the game does finish at 2-1. And these are a good team, and we were dominant. More shots on target, more possession, more fouls. Not a positive. Our only booking was on a striker, which is a bit odd. But the main point about Salahu is the 2 goals he managed to bag in that second half. A beautiful comeback. You have no idea. After Berwick, it is so nice to be winning games. It's the best feeling. You've done brilliantly to come back and win that. I am proud of you. And look at the reaction. Even Fundal Ryberg, who tried his hardest to lose us the game, is looking positive. And we'll let him get away with that a little bit. We won't go too harsh on him today because all in all, we managed to pull out a win. It's just so nice to be winning games and to be beating teams that are meant to be above us. I know they're not had the best start to the season, but according to the season preview, they're one of the stronger sides in the division. And that's their first defeat of the season as well, which we've just handed to them. It's just such a beautiful feeling. Now, we will be back in a second for the game against AS Roma BK, but there is something I do want to check first. If we go to the competitions, do we have the top scorer in the league? He's tied. Salahu is tied with Satil Corey, who is playing for the team who are top of the league right now, Savadalans. And he looks a bit good, just from what we can see. But yeah, he looks like a pretty good poacher all around, to be honest. Gitsalov, worth noting, who scored 2 against us in our only defeat so far of the season, is on 5 goals so far. So yeah, it's looking pretty interesting. I'm really actually enjoying playing in this league. It has nothing to do with the fact we're winning every game, I promise. So let's go get to the game against AS Roma. Hello everybody, and we are here for the game today against AS Roma BK, and after that emphatic win against this very strong side, I'm really hoping we can carry this form forward into this next game. Now, a couple of things here to sort of note. Isaac Skug seems to have dropped off a little bit, but Anton Salahu is now a 4.5-star player, the highest rated in the team. Now, I don't normally put too much stock in the star ratings, but it is absolutely lovely to see. He just is playing so well right now, and it's beautiful. It's honestly beautiful. Apparently we've lost the dressing room. I'm not quite sure how. Everyone's relatively happy in terms of morale. We'll hope that doesn't result to anything, but let's just get stuck into the game, submit the team, and that is a formation. A couple of faces scattered around in there, Henningsen and Friberg de Cruz, but other than that, it's just a very standard 5-2-3. It's just not a formation you see too much around here, but I guess neither is the Christmas tree. So, let's give our team talk. Let's say, keep our good run of form going? Yes. Oh, Salahu, my man. You don't like me, but I like you very much so. So let's get stuck in and hopefully have another very strong win here. I don't actually know where these are expected to finish, so it'll be a mystery. Got a free kick here then. Salahu's going to take it. He tries to drill it into the box, and we get a penalty. Now, I didn't quite see what that was for. It said it was a push, Didn't see it myself, so I'm not entirely sure. But Salahu is going to step up to take it, and he buries it into the bottom left-hand corner. 20 minutes in, we take a 1-0 lead. Salahu's 7th of the season. He's on fire right now. Puts this one away from the spot. Very calmly slotted it. Wrong way's the keeper. And yeah, it's an... You know, you'll take a goal, even if it is a penalty. As they take a free kick, we just about keep it clear. And can we maybe break now? Anton Olsen. Salah, who manages to win the header and control the ball. Can he get a ball into the box? He can. Jonathan Olsen puts it past the keeper, and we are 2-0 up. 21 minutes in, and we take a 2-0 lead. It's such a change of pace from Barrick. We are absolutely in top form right now. It is wonderful to be leading like this. Look at all our players bombing forward on this side. There's a massive line of them. It finds Jonathan Olsen, who slots it away nicely, giving us the lead. A goal and an assist for Salahu as well. Jonathan Olsen also actually won the penalty when he got pushed. So, yeah, it's just a good team performance so far. We're in the ball here. We're on the ball. We're not in it. Eriksson to Olsen, and Jonathan Olsen, that is. Avdiu now on it. Can we find another pass? We can. Anton Eriksson gives it to Froholm Lemborn. Out wide. Landholm. Can he find a cross? He plays it in. Anton Eriksson drills it. They basically formed a, what's it called? Is it a guard of honour when they like part ways for the winning team? They basically did that around the ball. They just formed 2 columns of players around it and gave Anton Eriksson basically a set of sights to shoot down here. Look at this. It's beautiful. Boom. Straight past the keeper. Into the back of the net. 3-0 lead before half-time. Oh, I'm loving life right now. This is beautiful. Absolutely loving it. So just look at this. We're ahead on possession shots, shots on targets. Again, we're ahead on fouls, but that's just because we get we like to get stuck in and win the ball back, you know? We're just a passionate team. I came to this team and I said I was going to bring, what was it, passion, fight and spirit. We're doing just that. So let's give the team talk. And there's only one thing we can say. Very pleased with your performance. Every single one of them is extremely delighted. And let's make sure to turn the camera back on as I misclick. But let's start the second half and see if we can keep this performance going. They have a corner here. We had it clear just about. So we slide in to win the ball back. Ayub is on it. He tries to drill in a cross. We head clear again, but Henningsen manages to win the ball. Stafo out on the right wing. He puts in a cross. It's straight to Kone. Good save by Asmar to tip it over the bar. Excellent work there. Very quick reactions from a close-range header. Gives them a corner, though. Ayub puts it in. De Cruz heads. Asmar comfortably claims. And we remain at 3-0 up. Goal kick for them then. Carlson's going to pump it forward. Can he find one of his own or will it fall to us? It does. Henningsen is now on it though. Siek pumps it forward and Dizdar takes the shot. That wasn't really a shot, was it? I'm not sure the keeper's allowed to pick up the ball when it's passed to him that weakly. It's thrown by us though. Salahu is on it. He wins his own ball back after he loses it a little bit there. Lost control of it, but won it back. It's acceptable. Eriksson to Froholm Lemborn. Can we find another goal here? It's played out wide. It's a great ball. Some good vision on that. Fundal Ryberg crosses it in. Anton Eriksson with the header. Grabs his second of the game. The good assist there. It's a great cross by Fundal Ryberg to the back post. And yeah, this pass here by Jonathan Olsen is absolutely beautiful. Picks him out perfectly. He's in acres of space, exploiting the fact there that they're playing with wing-backs rather than full-backs. Pushed up a little too far. Managed to find space on that side. Crosses it in perfectly. Anton Eriksson bags it. And yeah, it's 4-0. 4-0 lead. Is this more goals than we scored at Barrick in this one game? I'm not quite sure. It might be. No, it's definitely not. But it might be getting close if it carries on this way. Throwing for them here then. Sisek throws the ball out. Henningsen claims and they pump it forward. Dizdar runs forward. Asmar saves. No penalty there. I was worried he was going to go straight through him, but no. Asmar now on the ball. Okay, we don't need to time waste. We're 4-0 up. Get on with it. Right, Skug back to Asmar. Is this even going to carry on? Yes, it is. Okay, Avdiu to Olsen. And, whoa, that's a poor ball there by Anton Olsen. To Dizdar. He hits it wide. These can't be expected to finish very high. I mean, I'm not being funny, but they're not very good, are they? Fundal Ryberg to Olsen here. Nods it down to Anton Eriksson. We're working it beautifully again. Look at this passing play. It's very nice to see. We play it out wide here. Fundal Ryberg to Anton Olsen. Lumps it forward. That's not nice to see. They win the ball back here. Kano is on it. They've got a grime artist from East London on the pitch. Maybe this is why they're struggling, as they play it through to Dizdar. Asmar again. He's having a worldie. We start scoring goals and all of a sudden our keeper becomes Gianluigi Buffon 5 years ago, but you don't need to go back that far really, but Gianluigi Buffon was good 5 years ago, it still stands. Cissek on the ball here, then he's brought down. That was not a good tackle from the looks of things, and I'm hoping this is nothing too serious. It'd be a shame to put a bit of a downer on this game, a bit of a stain on it, but it's just a lecture. Okay, we've just watched the referee went all the way over there for a lecture. I'm going to make subs while this highlight goes on because they're not going to score because I believe in our team. And we're going to bring on Gustafsson for Salahu. We'll get him his clap off. We'll give him a little bit of a rest. And we'll bring on the pressing forward on support because it's what he can play. No other real reason. I'd like to see Gustafsson bag himself a couple more. We seem to look alright though when he comes on. You know, we managed to score the winner in the last game when he came on. So, yeah, it's going alright. They take a free kick that flies over the bar, and you've got to assume that's going to be the last highlight of the game. Fundo Ryberg's going to take a throw-in. Anton Olsen just about keeps it under control, and I assume we're just going to pass this around a bit, and it's going to fade out. Fundo Ryberg, though, on the right-hand side, if he can whip in across here, maybe a late fifth. No, the injured Alselton takes the ball, and it looks like that will be the end of the game. We've had it before, it's denied as corners. So, that will be a 4-0 win. It's our best result of the series so far as I'm aware. And it's safe to say we sort of lost a little bit of dominance in that second half. It has to be said, we had less shots on target by the end of the game, which is not necessarily worrying. It's understandable if our players sort of took their foot off of the gas a little bit because we were winning. Like, so comfortably at least. But it's still not the best way to end the game, but I'm not going to be aggressive with them or anything like that. Very pleased with the result and your performance. They all look delighted, extremely delighted, all of that good stuff. Man of the match is Anton Eriksson, I do believe, who bagged himself 2 goals today. And I love this team. Like, it's not just the results. I wish it was, but I don't wish it was at all, but it isn't just the result. It's the way we play. It's when you see this build-up play, there's no rush on the ball. We're working it so nicely. We wait for the perfect opportunities. There's no mistakes being made when we're in possession. Or there is. There are the odd mistakes. We're giving the ball away a bit sillily sometimes. But overall, it's very, very comfortable. And that does put us top of the league. I'm not sure on what metric. I assume it's goals scored. If we go to the stages here, yeah, we've scored more goals. We've actually scored the most goals in the league, and it puts us on top. We've won our last 4 games, 15 points, and a +10 goal difference. Leaves us ahead of Sevardalands, who I believe we play quite soon. I could be wrong about this, though. I am wrong about this. We play them miles away. Absolutely miles away. Absolutely miles away. Where are they? They're there. About 2 months away. Brilliant. So, that is going to wrap up this video right here. I'm loving it. It's great. We're winning games. It's fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. You can see here the first few teams we beat, BK Olympic, Kavambi, they're all dwelling down the bottom, but these last couple are sort of a bit more up there and a bit more about it, especially Lindholm up in 6th. The highest rated team we've done so far. So, we will be back tomorrow at 5:30 as always. If you want that video in your feed, be sure to use the subscribe button to get that, or you can just check the channel when the video's up, whichever floats your boat. And if you have any feedback, please leave it in the comments below. Your support so far in the series has been absolutely amazing. It's been great to see things like likes, comments, and just everything. It's just been so great, really. So yeah, thank you so much for all of that, and I will catch you all tomorrow. Have a great night.